welcome back everyone to another episode of Sorcery. We're cracking into some fun stuff today. Dominaria Remastered is one of my favorite sets. I know I've said that a lot, but hey, we're just opening stuff that I really like on the channel that is some favorites of mine and some favorites of the patrons. So like I said before, if you ever want to get into these box breaks, become a patron. Link below, check it out. Let us know what you think. Get into these packs, open up some gas. This is Dominaria Remastered. It's a lot of cool stuff. If you've been around the game, these remastered sets are fun because they bring some of the best from the game into one box. So you can pull a lot of stuff that's been iconic on the plane of Dominaria and just in the game in general. So this is a patron box opening, so we're going to have a couple people going in here for some packs. So let's get to cracking, shall we? Slice that on open. I was told I have to stop using the scissors. The knife is way cooler, so we're going to stick to that because we're in the business of cool. Nice. I'm not cool at all. My last name is Frost, though, so that kind of makes me somewhat cool, right? Cool little insert. Our first contestant today, which would be my guy Brian, in for 4 packs. Grab off the top here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, Brian, good luck. Force of Will, I think, is the biggest hit still. That or Vampiric Tutor. Analysis, a Werebear, Phyrexian Rager, Wretched Anurid, Momentary Blink, Skirt Prospector. It's a cool card. A lot of goblin decks use this to create infinite mana, because if you can create infinite goblins, you can sacrifice them to add infinite red mana. Infinite mountains. Hooray! Everybody wins! Except for everyone who loses, too. Yeah. Giant Spider, Impulse, Festering Goblin, Factor Fiction, a Flame Tongue Kavu, Elvish Spirit Guide, a Body Snatcher. I'm gonna snatch that body up. Man, I tell you. Avenize, and a Pretty Island. Yeah, cool. And then an insect token. Alright. Not bad. But yeah, Vampiric Tutor, Force of Will, all the tutors are in here. So you got Worldly Tutor, you've got Enlightened Tutor, Gamble, which is a red tutor, Evil Eye of Ormsbygor. I've said it before, like this set, or anytime I do like these app openings, Magic has such an eye theme, and we open so much of the eye artwork, so it's just like always there watching. Phantom Flock, Radiance Judgment, Sukata, Lancer, Break Asunder, Counterspell, nice iconic card, Nightscape Familiar, Rada, Air to Kill, a Illusion in Reality, a Dampening Spear, and a Solkanar the Swamp King. Spirit Link and a Swamp. He's the king of swamps, so why not have a swamp back there with a bird? Worldly Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, Mystical Tutor, which is the blue tutor. All the tutors are in here, so it's a toot, very heavy set. Phyrexian Debaser, a Remedy, Subterranean Scout, a Sandstorm, Frantic Search, Phyrexian Ghoul, Spirit Link, Spirit Monger, Phyrexian Scuda, Scuda, I don't know. A Drownews Crusade. It's a cool goblin card because it gives all goblins +1/+1, and then all goblins are black and zombies in addition to their other creature types. So, zombie goblin horde arising from the bog. Bum bum bum. Mind Slicer, man, that card is just brutal to see because when it dies, each player discards their hand. So it's like, oh man, it's like a ticking time bomb. And then the Avenize, and yeah, they have the retro frames here. I've talked about that before. I love it because that marbling effect on the blue cards and some of the other cards, it just looks way prettier. And then Force, this is actually one of my favorite artworks and artists in the game. John Avon, dude, just crushes it on the lands. Always does a great job. And a cat, a kitty cat. All right, last pack, Ryan. Let's open up something crazy for you here. Love to see a Force of Will. I want to see a couple Force of Wills today. Vampiric. I want to see all the gas. I really want everyone to open up something crazy. These boxes are fun. They're fun to play, fun to draft with, just because there's so many cool cards in them. So just all around a really cool set. Horseshoe Crab, a Terror. That is really cool artwork. It's like the full skin body, the muscles, and the skeleton. It's just the circle of life. Nomad Decoy, Ridgetop Raptor, Elvish Aberration, Circle of Life. What's your favorite Disney movie? Comment that. Let me know what your favorite Disney cartoon specifically. What was your favorite Disney cartoon growing up? Mine was Lion King. I'll be straight up with you. Or Aladdin, but probably Lion King. Goblin Turncoat, White Mane Lion, a Faceless Butcher. That is absolutely terrifying. That'd be awful to see. Tormod's Crypt, a great card. It's a 0-cost artifact. Tap it to sacrifice it. Exile target player's graveyard. Great for stopping graveyard recursion. Storm Entity, a Divine Sacrament. White creatures get +1/+1. Then in Threshold, white creatures get an additional +1/+1 as long as 7 or more cards in your graveyard. You'll see this Threshold mechanic a lot in this set. And Savannah Lions, a very iconic card in Magic, a 1-drop for a 2/1. Believe it or not, this used to be a super powerful card back when there wasn't a lot of these other mechanics. And an island, cool. So good job, Ryan. These will be coming your way, sir. Appreciate your business as always. Next up, we have the big dog JP in for 11. He always goes big, and I appreciate that. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is a lot of magic cards I'm holding in my hand. So let's set these to the side here, and JP, we'll get to cracking. JP said, you know what? Adam took all my luck. I'm ready to regain the crown. King of the castle. Wormfang Drake, Primal Boost, Pacifism, a Jaloon Tome, an Ember Beast, an Emerald Charm, Aquamebia, an Elemental Beast, Aquamebia, Twisted Experiment, an Auroramancer, a Dragon Whelp. Whelp, what are you going to do? Call the Herd, Invigorating Boon. Hey, nice! An Urza, Lord High Artificer. Yes! Matter of fact, take a look at the playmat we're doing today. It's Urza on Urza. Whoa, it's Urzaception. Man, good pull. This used to be worth a ton of more, but obviously it's been reprinted, but still a great card. One of my favorite characters in Magic. So yeah, that's definitely a sleevable card. A Quicksilver Dagger and a Plains. Another really cool card. I love the lightning in the background on the plane. But huge hit, nice hit on the Urza. Good job, JP. That luck's already stewing back up again, huh? This took 1 week off, or 1 box off is all you took. I appreciate it. Let everybody else have some fun for a while.
Are we having fun yet?
A Mog War Marshal, a Renewed Faith, a Penumbra Bobcat. Hey man, look at the Bobcats. This guy's about to have a real bad day. Drifting Meadow, a Grape Shot, Stonewood Invoker, Cloud of Fairies, a Cackling Fing, Cleric of the Forward Order, Jalen Tone, Aven Fate Shaper, a Deadbolt, a Turnabout, and an Exploration. Nice. This is a good hit. Yeah, it's a 1-drop enchantment. It says you may play additional land on each of your turns. So if you're playing 2 lands, turn 1, this card is so abusive because you drop 2 lands, and then by turn 2 rolls around, you've just got such a good head start on everybody. And this is the green retro frame. I just think it looks so much better. The retro stuff looks so much better to me. So there's compare it to the new frames, what they do. Let me know, what do you guys prefer? Maybe I'm just biased because I'm an old head and I've played Magic for a while, but that's, to me, I think looks so much better. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. I know I've talked about it in a couple videos, but this heat, it's no joke. I've been burning up. I'm a big boy though, so the heat is not my friend. A Dragon Engine, a Juggernaut. You remember that cartoon where it's, I'm the Juggernaut? One of my favorites. I used to laugh at that all the time. We used to watch it all the time. But Prospector, Kavu, Primarch, an Impulse, a Howl from Beyond, Momentary Blink, a Gem Palm Incinerator, a High Tide. It's a great card for blue. Till end of turn, whenever a player taps an island for mana, that player adds an additional blue. So you can really set off your mana. A Circular Logic, and a Borea. I see a foil back there, a Terror, and that's the retro frame for black. I love it because it's like a bubbling muck or something. Just looks good. And a Primal Boost foil. Cool. And a Swamp with a kitty cat. Hooray. Cool. Alright, move it along, move it along. I pulled some Force of Wills. That was exciting. I actually pulled one in a draft, which is always fun when you pull like a Pack 1 Force. You feel like you've won the draft. I've seen a lot of people pull stuff. I think what makes this set specifically so much fun is just because the possibility of pulling like big hits is really there. Smoldering Crater, a Goblin Matron, a Flame Tongue Kavu. This is some of the alt arts they did for the extended frames. Goblin Medics, a Lull, an Aquamebia, Festering Goblin, a White Mane Lion, Empty the Warrens, a Battle Screech, a Dormore's Cavern, and hey, wow! You know what's better than 1 Urza? 2 Urzas. And you know what's even better than that? This retro frame. How sick is that? Cool, cool, cool pull. Cool pull, cool pull. Hey, all the cool kids say cool pull. Nice hit, man. That's great, and it looks amazing. So, hey, double the Urza. JP, I think you should join in and make an Urza deck like me. Be a degenerate who plays Blue Urza. Make all your friends feel bad. You can tag team together. Ornithopter, another 0-drop artifact. It has flying. It's just a 0/2 harmless thing, but a super fun card. Iconic card too. Wormfang Drake, Crows and Restore, Mana War, big old jellyfish. You ever been stung by jellyfish? It stinks. I got stung once, and sadly, I cursed a lot in front of some children at the beach. You know, everyone's having a good time, and they just see me punching the water like I'm attacking some kind of invisible shark. But I got stung by jellyfish, and it just didn't feel great.
I'm taking jelly off the menu.
Frantic Search, an Urborg Siphon Mage, an Orm's Thunder, Grape Shot, a Nature's Lore, We've got an Order and Chaos, a Fire Blast, Urza's Blueprints, why not? This is very Urza themed. Draw a card for 6 and it has Echo 6 at the beginning of your upkeep. If this came under your control, sacrifice at the beginning of your last upkeep. Sacrifice it unless you pay its Echo cost, so you have to pay 6 again. So you pay 6 the first time, use it on your next upkeep. If you don't pay this, then it dies, but if you do, you get to keep it. Not great. I mean, that's a lot of mana, 12 mana. But you are able to draw a card, so maybe there's some good out of it if you can abuse that. That's, you know, pretty fantastic. Open up some more packs. Yeah. Because we love opening packs. A Slippery Karst, Chain Lightning, a Remote Isle, a Peregrine Drake, Giant Spider, Veiled Serpent, a Wretched Anurid, Radiance Judgment, an Undying Rage, an Icy Manipulator, to a Zombie Infestation, and an Undead Gladiator with a Windborn Muse. Not a great card, but a fun one, called Turtling. So you just kind of turtle in your, you kind of hide in your shell like a turtle, like, turtle. But essentially, yeah, creatures can't attack you unless their controllers pays 2 for each creature they control that's attacking you, so you're making it cost more mana to attack you, so essentially you're just building up these defensive walls. A Vigilant Sentry foil, and a Swamp. That strategy is called Turtling. There's a lot of effects that can really make it cost a bunch to actually have to attack you. Terminal Moraine, a Terror, a Field Scourger, an Emerald Charm. That's cool artwork, I like that. A Laden Fists, Street Wraith, Oromancer, Chokada Lancer, a Gamekeeper, Confiscate, Spectral Links, an Absorb in the alt art. That's pretty cool. White and 2 blue, counter target spell, you gain 3 life. So if you're running these colors, that's a good little counter spell. It can gain you some life. So very on theme. The blue and the white. Blue for countering, white for gaining life. Makes sense. A Squirrel Nest, and a, oh wow, nice, a foil Retro Frame Mystic Remora. That's probably worth some money there. That's a good card. Very playable card. That slots in a deck nicely. Man, that is sharp. These foils with that, what's called the DCI swoosh. Oh man, that's my favorite foil in the entire game. The favorite style of foiling. It just looks gorgeous. Nice, good job, good pulls. Yeah, JP, you're on a roll here. These have just been some good packs. Sets, I think, it'll age well just because there's so many good hits in it, and the price point isn't absurd like some other sets. Mystic Zealot, a Werebear, Avon Fisher, a Lightning Reflexes, Stonewood Invoker, Cloud of Fairies, Halopateris Lemire. I'm butchering that. And I'm gonna try. Vigilant Sentry, Spark Spray. Sometimes you just gotta know when to hold them. Gerard's Verdict, a Squirrel Nest, a Tevra's Ruins, and a Worldly Tutor. Nice, our first tutor of the box, I believe. Yeah, so very good. JP, yeah, you're crushing it. They're called tutors because you get to play them and search your library for your tutoring up for something. That's why they're called that, and plus they have the name tutor in them. All of them do, except for Gamble. Search your library for a creature card, reveal it, and then shuffle and put that card on top. So you're basically saying, like, I'm gonna go get the best creature I can, put it on top so I can draw it. Renewed Faith and an Island. Yeah, JP, you're on a tear here. Yeah, these boxes, it's hard to just outright lose. There's so much good, like, playable stuff, and then financially it's just just wonderful. We got a Pacifism, a Seer. They make it so hard for me. Phyrexian Rager, Wild Growth, a Snap. Oh snap! Oh snap! Goblin Turncoat, a Cleric of the Forward Order, not the backward. Navarax, Wild Dogs, Slice and Dice, Mesa Enchantress, a Mishra's Factory, a Santaku Shade, not a great hit, but a very playable card, especially in limited or sealed. 2 black for a 2/1, and then you can get him +1/+1 on turn, so you can keep feeding him. I've seen this card absolutely wreck some games just because of his just standard effect here. Get him out early, and there's no answer for him. Yeah, it's over. Then the old Sawtooth Loon, the old bird with the saw mouth, terrifying bird, but the old Sawtooth Loon. See one in your front yard, throw it some seeds, so it'll call you a friend. Then a Sapperling, also a friendly card. Magic either makes something really cute or it makes something really terrifying. There's not a lot in between sometimes. 2 packs to go, JP. I think overall you are doing extremely well. Horseshoe Crab. This card actually is also another combo card. It has unlimited untaps that I've seen, so infinite untaps, and just a lot of shenanigans have happened with this card in the past. Deep Analysis. A lot of people like to do this right here for silly reasons. Silliness. Get your head out of the clouds or the gutter. Twisted Experiment. Spirit Link. Ridgetop Raptor. Sandstorm. Voice of All. Also a good card, limited and sealed. Wax and Wane. Wax and Wane. That just a Deadwood Tree Folk. Body Snatcher for your rare, and a Mishra's Factory in the retro frame. Alright, JP, last pack. Anything can happen. We have an Evil Eye of Orms by Gore. It's just a name. A Phantom Flock, Coal Stoker, Ichor Stick, an Obsessive Search, Nightscape Familiar, a Remedy, an Ember Beast, a Symbiotic Beast, a Chainer's Edict, Tatiova, Benthic Druid, a Wall of Junk, and a Grim Lavamancer. Not a great way to end it, but overall you did great. And there's your foil, the thing that makes the zombie goblins. And then, so yeah, good job, JP. A lot of good hits, especially those 2 Urzas. Next up, we got our boy Hunter, the OG patron himself, Mr. Number 1. Thank you, Hunter, for being my first patron. Like I said, I'll always try to shout that out if I can remember it. And for 6, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Hunter, let's pull something crazy fun here. Alrighty. Let's go. A Nomad Decoy, an Urborg Uprising, Renewed Faith, a Hermetic Study, a Duress, Savannah Lions, a Macetail Hystrodon. That should be a dinosaur for sure, but it's just a beast. But, I mean, you get hit by that tail, you're in the hospital for at least a month, if not the morgue. Dragonblood, Nantuko Monastery, a Croesus Catacombs, and a Palish Mons. Nice. That's I don't know if you have the one for your Goblin deck, but it's a pretty good card for goblins. Whenever it or another goblin you control dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. So if you've got the Infinite Goblin loop, this is a good way to ping someone to death. And then you can pay 3 in a red to sacrifice a goblin to create 2 1/1 red goblin creatures. So pretty cool. Momentary Blink and a foil Man of War. Very pretty. And then that Momentary Blink is the white retro frame. And they used to put this little tombstone up here by the name for cards that had what's called flashback, which means you can cast it from your graveyard. So the little tombstone was to represent like a reminder that, hey, this card can be played from your graveyard even though you've played it. So I actually like that. Little reminders like that makes a lot more helpful. A Swamp, pack number 2. Let's see something cool. Lightning Reflexes, a Mind Stone, a Fa'adia Seer, a Glintwing Invoker, Phyrexian Ghoul, Vigilant Sentry, Empty the Warrens, Symbiotic Beast, a Hermetic Study, Source Plowshare, great card, very playable. 1 white for an instant, which means it can be played faster than sorceries on people's turns in response to actions. Instants are the most interactive card probably that you can play with in the game. I'm probably butchering like the rules behind it. Essentially, it's an answer. For 1 white, you can exile target creature. Its controller gains life equal to its power. So if something's getting ready to come kill you, you can, in response, Source Plowshare it. I've had it happen to me. I've done it to a lot of people. I'm sure it's kind of like a rite of passage in Magic. Flesh Reaver, a Dark Withering. Hey, nice, a Wrath of God, a very iconic board wipe. I call it a board wipe because it destroys all creatures. They can't be regenerated. So it is just just like it shows here, just an absolute bomb. Wipes the board, resets the game. Empty the Warrens in retro frame. That'll slot nicely into your Goblin deck since it's really pretty. And a Mountain that can also go in your Goblin deck. What about that? Pack number 3 for Hunter. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you've pulled anything fun from this set. I mean, I don't know anyone personally who hasn't had a good time with this set. It's just a home run. Magic really did counterspell, a nice card. Really did a good job on this. A Cackling Fiend. There's the Spite and Malice. A Crop Rotation, great card. Go get your Gaia's Cradle with it. You pay 1 green to basically sacrifice probably the forest you just used to pay for this card, and then you go get another land, which is much better than the forest that you just sacrificed, and it's a great card. Dodecapod. I said that right. Look at all those arms at Dodecapod. That golem just smashing away there. And a Jorel, Monvoli Recluse, Moanvali Recluse, sure, why not? That's your rare. She makes cats, and she's pretty decent to run in some decks, but financially not a great hit. Mindstone, very good card, mana rock that slots into a lot of different decks. An island and a cat. Speaking of cats, let's open up something great here. We've seen some good. Let's open up some great. Just like my boy Tony the Tiger. It's great. Crows and Restore, Juggernaut, Polluted Mire, Solar Blast, Sun Clasp, Undying Rage, Wild Dogs, and Dogs is wild. A Snap, Street Wraith, a Life and Death, Fire and Ice. Man, you're opening up the back-to-back. Oh, wow. 3 of the double-sided cards. A Pain and Suffering. A Triskelion. Ah, man, that's not what we want to see. An Ornithopter and a Forest. We want to see something just crazy big. Force of Will. That's really what we want to see. Or a Vampiric Tutor. That's. I just want to put it out there. I want to keep saying it and manifest it. Slippery Karst, a Penumbra Bobcat, Remote Isle, Chain Lightning. Can't say enough how bad of a day this guy's about to have. He has no clue. He has no clue. Help this man out. Orm's Thunder, Spark Spray, a Seton's Desire, an Obsessive Search, Urborg, Siphon Mage, Icatan, Javelineers, a Lightning Rift, a Necro Savant, a Dread Return, and a Paschalic Mons. You just pulled this before. So yeah, we're just redundant here. Goblin. It's maybe I've talked about goblins too much, and now you're getting hit with a bunch of goblin stuff. All right, last pack, Hunter. Let's pull something crazy here. Come on, let's make it Absolute gas. Let's do it. Primal Boost, an Urborg Uprising, a Dragon Engine, a Terror, a Macetail Hystrodon, a Kavu Primarch, an Avanize, a Duress, a Savannah Lions, Mystic Enforcer, a Thieving Magpie. That is just a you bird, you thieving magpie, you thieving magpie. You stole my earring, you thieving magpie. An Omnivancer and a Sulphur Falls. Okay, so the land cycles aren't terrible here. They're the reveal lands or whatever. If you don't, or I'm sorry, if you don't control an island or a mountain, it comes in tap. So if you have one or the other, it'll come into play untapped, which is cool because it taps for either or. And that red-blue color scheme is really what you're after. Chain Lightning, Forest, and Construct. Not terrible to end that on, but I would have rather see something better from my boy Hunter. Alas, we didn't pull it. Hunter, these are all coming your way. Again, thank you so much for being a patron. Man, Jesse, he said he wants 4. The Quattro. We're going to give him 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here for you, Jesse. You asked for it, so I'm going to give it to you. Jesse, thank you also for being a patron. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate my patrons. You guys are the best. To become one, click on the link below. It would help out a lot. Yay! And you get packs for cheap. Woohoo! A Terminal Moraine, Phyrexian Rager, Battlefield Scrounger, an Avarix, a Lol, Lintwing Invoker, Not Gonna Try, Sunclass, Griffin Guide, Improvised Armor, a Millican. Hey, nice, a Mystical Tutor. There's the blue tutor. So this one, instead of finding a creature, this one goes and gets an instant or sorcery spell, which is on theme for blue. Does the exact same thing, puts it right on top. So again, called tutors, you know, in the name. Yeah. A White Mane Lion and a foil Cloud of Fairies with an island and an elephant. Very good, Jesse. Right off the top, first pack. Good hit. Mystical Tutor's a great card. Ichor Slick, a Drifting Meadow, Wormfang Drake, a Smoldering Crate, Goblin Medics, Medic! You do not want a Goblin Medic. As a matter of fact, I think it says something like Doric was unshakably confident, having learned medicine from the finest butcher shops in Yodia. Yeah, absolutely. And look at the fear. I'd rather, I mean, just like, let me go, brother. Just let me go to the great beyond. Nah, I got you, dog. I'm about to carve this out of you. A Wild Growth, a Veiled Serpent, a Wretched Anurid, a Momentary Blink, a Terravor, a Sarah Angel, a Congregate, and the Swamp King, and a Rada in the altar, or the retro frame, gosh, a Plains and a Gobbo. So I haven't seen a Force Will. We want to see it. I think it'd be a cherry on top for a pretty decent box so far. A Peregrine Drake, a Werebear, Manowar, Skirt Prospector, Giant Spider. I'm going to fly through these since we've seen most of them already. Festering Goblin, Radiance Judgment, Tiana Ship's Caretaker, an Angel Artificer. So an angel that likes to make artifacts. Just an angel that likes to tinker. I think she'd probably get a lot of business. I mean, I would give my business if I saw an angel versus a normal person, right? Drowning Crusade, a Dragaz Caldra. Hey, nice pull! A extended art Dark Depths. The artwork is, a lot of people laugh at it because it's just so much blue, and then here's our guy here, but just an iconic card, a mythic, a land. Great pull. Yeah, nice one. A Peregrine Drake and a Mog War Marshal in the retro frame foil. Alright, last pack. That was a good pull. Financially a good hit and an extremely playable card. Been around for a long time. Dark Depths is a really cool card. Nomad Decoy, a Deep Analysis, a Phyrexian Devaser, Avon Fisher, Break Asunder, Counterspell, great card. Nightscape Familiar, Remedy, Subterranean Scout, an Assault and Battery, a Theron Golem, a Floodgate, and a Lotus Blossom. Nice for 2 at the beginning of your upkeep. You may put a Petal counter on Lotus Blossom, and then tap it to sacrifice Lotus Blossom to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of petal counters on Lotus Blossom. Fun little card to give you some cool mana. It's a cool rock. I love the artwork. It's beautiful. Good job to Randy. An island and a goblin. Nice. Alright, Jesse, thank you, man. I appreciate it. These are coming your way. And then last, we have our boy Sam, another patron in for 11 packs. Sam, thank you for being a patron. I really appreciate it. Sam is also a judge. We're going to have a video here soon with him doing a little Q&A, so be on the lookout for that. But Sam's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 packs for Sam. Alright, Sam, good luck. The Force Wheel has not been pulled yet, so you are in a good spot, my friend. Let's pull it. Let's do it! And these packs just sometimes give me a hard time. Gotta open them up from the top. Making me look like an amateur out here with this wrap. Alright, there's Evil Eye of Arms by Gore. Evil Eye by Arms by Gore. By Gore. By Gore, I'm trying to tell you something. Phantom Flock. Horseshoe Crab. Pacifism. Sandstorm. Frantic Search. We are frantically searching for that force of will. A Phyrexian Ghoul, Spirit Link, Ridgetop Raptor, a Sawtooth Loon. These birds are just nasty in this set. Risk Grove, and then a Night and Day, or a Day and Night, however you want to look at it. Opposition, decent hit. That's our boy Urza right there. I think and his brother Mishra having just an argument. Tap an untap creature you control, tap target artifact, creature, or land. So just a good way to manipulate the board with some stuff. And then a Valduke, Keeper of the Flame, with a forest and an elephant. Before I'd say the best hit of the box has probably been those Urzas from JP. Polluted Mire, Mystic Zealot, a Coal Stoker, Elvish Apparition, Leaden Fists. Man, this man is about to punch someone into the next dimension. Look how, I mean, he's reared back, and he's, I mean, it's someone's about to just get launched. A Goblin Turncoat, White Mane Lion, Amber Beast, Valduke, Radha, Stand and Deliver. Hey, Clifftop Retreat, nice land. I said the land cycles in here pretty decent. Yeah, it's not a bad pull at all. Juggernaut, and then the foil Juggernaut for some redundancy here. But there's the old artifacts. They used to call these the 6th color of Magic, the brown color, which I'm wearing my shirt today. It says choose wisely. It's got all the colors of Magic. So make your choice. Yeah, let's go ahead and what's your favorite color in Magic? I love that question. Mine is probably green. I've always liked elves, and they're primarily green, so that's my choice. But yeah, here's the 2 Juggernauts. Here's the foil one with the newer art for artifacts, where it's more of a gray or a silver, and then a mountain with a goblin. So nice pull in that land. Let's keep on a-trucking. I think there's going to be something else pretty good in this pack. We haven't seen the best of the best just yet. Pretty excited about that. A Keldorian Gargoyle, an Ornithopter, Mog War Marshal, Battlefield Scrounger, Emerald Charm, Aquamebia, a Twisted Experiment, an Auroramancer, a Grape Shot, Flametongue Kavu, a Turnabout, a Deadpolt, and a Nut Collector. Nice. Look at this guy, how happy he is playing his little harp with all his squirrel friends. Hey man, I got my squirrel friend on the other line. Let me holler back at you. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a green 1/1. I create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Threshold, which is that mechanic we spoke about earlier. All squirrels get +2/+2 as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Come, my hungry little friends. There's plenty for everyone. Woo! I got all these nuts to give all these squirrels. A wild growth and a swamp and a cat. That's a cool cat. Man, that cat's waiting for you in the weeds, just waiting to strike. Oh, gotta be on your best. Oh, I'll tell you what. All right, cool. Yeah, let's open up something cool. That's another mythic, not financially a great hit, but a cool playable card. Hunter probably wants that from you if he doesn't have it in his scroll deck already. A Goblin Matron, a Fadaya Seer, a Mindstone, a Radha, Stonewood Invoker, Cloud of Fairies, Cackling Fiend. Again, that face just haunts me in my nightmares. Cleric of the Forward Order. Again, not the backward order, the forward order. Forward order. Jalem Tome, Phyrexian Scuda, a Recoil, a Divine Sacrament. We've seen that card before. Just a good anthem card for white creatures, and then if you have Threshold, they're even bigger. Spirit Link. Hey, nice! You just got a foil version of that same land, so we've got some redundancy in this box for sure. A Plains and a Gobbo. Alright. Let's go over here. It's time to pull the Force of Will, or something just big. We haven't seen the big hit. Renewed Faith, a Solar Blast, Slippery Karst, Bobcat, Skirk, Impulse, Howl from Beyond, Multi-Blink, Gerard's Verdict, Spirit Guide, Circular Logic, and there she is again, Jarell. She's a decent card to play, but it's not financially great. A Dragon Engine, Juggernaut, we've pulled a lot of those today, a Chain Lightning, a Lull, an Aquamebia, a Festering Goblin, Empty the Warrens, more Goblins, Spirit Monger, Dragon Whelp, Dampening Spear, a Legacy Weapon, another Mythic. Legendary Artifact, it has one of each color, just like I have here. And if you pay what's called Wooburg, one of each color, exile target permanent, and then if Legacy Weapon we put into the graveyard from anywhere, reveal Legacy Weapon and shuffle it into its owner's library instead. So it's a really cool card to prevent you from basically being milled out because it keeps going back into your library instead of the graveyard. So a neat little mechanic that they've added to some cards in the history of the game. Wild Dogs, Swamp, another mythic, but again, not the mythics we're after. Those are what I would on the cheaper side. What we want is Force of Will, Even Face Your Remote Isle, Setton's Desire, Frantic Search, Herborg Siphon Mage, Orm's Thunder, Grape Shot, Giant Spider, Dormo's Cavern. And then your rare is a Sulfuric Vortex, which is an enchantment for 3 at the beginning of each player's upkeep. It deals 2 damage to that player. If a player would gain life, that player gains no life instead. So pretty cool card to shut off life gain decks. Fire Blast, and it just speeds up the game because everybody's taking damage at the beginning of their upkeep. A Mountain and an Elemental with Trample and Haste. That man's coming at you quickly. Alright, we're not seeing anything crazy. We've got a few packs left here. I want to see something better. Call this box out like I called the Modern Horizons 2 box out. You know, make a little fun of it, and hopefully it listens to me and gives us something good. Smoldering Crater, Urborg Uprising, Primal Boost, a Veiled Serpent, Wretched Anurid, Radiant Judgment, Dying Rage, Call of the Herd, I'm gonna call some Elephant Friends in here, Aven Fate Shaper, a Storm Entity, and a Maze of Ith. That's a decent rare. Essentially, it removes a creature from combat when it's cleaning it. So whatever the biggest creature is, you just tap Maze of Ith, and then it removes that creature from combat. Renewed Faith and a Plane. We have 3 packs left. I'm going to need to see something better out of these 3 packs. Let's do it. Show me something good here, box. A Mystic Zealot, a Lightning Reflexes, a Deep Analysis, Leaden Fist, again, he's just about to pop somebody into the next dimension. A Street Wraith, Lancer, Stonewood, Icy, Spectral, Invigorating Boon, and an Arcades. Just not a good hit. I mean, a cool nod to the game. This is one of some of the original dragons, like Nicobolus, like some of the Elder Dragons, what they're called. Their creature type is even Elder Dragon now, but just not a great card. Hey, there's a foil rare, Crossface. I mean, that's probably got some value behind it just because it's the alt art foil, or the retro frame foil. I keep doing that. That's beautiful. Beautiful foiling. And then, yeah, it's a no more than 2 creatures can attack you each combat. So more turtling. Alright, 2 packs to go. I'm getting a little nervous here. See something really cool and fun. I'm on. Phyrexian Rager, Terminal Moraine, Gargoyle, Cloud of Fairies, Vigilant Sentry, Wild Growth, Confiscate, Chainer, Swords to Plowshire, and the retro frame is good. Howl from Beyond. Did I skip the rare? I did. It's Chainer. Dang it. Because that's how easy it is to skip through him. Not a great card. I would say this is probably more valuable. This uncommon retro frame is more valuable than that rare. Than a Howl from Beyond foil. Well, Sam, at least you're keeping up with your foil streak. I mean, you've opened up a couple of those. As long as that's alive, I guess everything's going to be okay. Alright, last pack of the box. Let's make it a good one. We've got the Evil Eye, the Phantom Flock, Peregrine Drake, the Snap. Oh, Snap. Cleric of the Forward Order, Wild Dogs, Ionize, Nature's Lore, a Squirrel Nest, and a Tormod Script. And hey, nice! Let's go! Yes, alright, that makes the cherry on top for the box. That is a great hit in the retro frame. Beautiful card. Mythic Vampiric Tutor. Probably the best of the tutors that you can pull just because you can go get anything. That's the cool things about most of the black tutors are basically it's not restricted by creature or anything else. It's just let's just go get anything you want. So you pay 1 black. It's an instant just like the rest of the tutors. Search library for a card. It's just a card. Then shuffle that and put that card on top. You lose 2 life. So the little downside is you lose 2 life. Who cares? Great way to end the box. Man, heck yes. Great pull, Sam. Yes. Vampiric Tutor. Yes, nice. That is, oh, well, crap. That box was listening to me. It saved the best for last. Awesome pull. Sam, these are all going to you. Thank you again for being such a kind patron. Guys, I really appreciate it. Channel's been just a blast. We've been unleashing a ton of content here lately. So like, subscribe, keep sharing, commenting. Means the world. It just keeps the growth going. We hit over 100 subscribers. There's going to be a video coming out soon for that. So stay tuned. A lot of cool giveaways. I'll be on Instagram talking about that. So if you don't follow me there, check out our Instagram. Check out our Discord. We talk about Magic all the time. It's nerdy. It's fun. It's great. But I hope everybody's doing good. Thank you again for the support. Again, if you want to get into any of these box breaks, become a patron. Like I said, it supports the channel, all the shipping, the products you see that I buy, all that stuff. And then, like I said, you get a very cheap price for some of these packs, so you can pull really cool stuff like this Vampiric Tutor. Yeah, so thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate it. I really do. It means the world. Everybody have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye!